Jim Stroud here. Welcome to HR Reactions. Have you seen this chart? It's been making the rounds on social media. It's from the website Axios.
It's attached to this article. The financial toll of right-wing backlash, at least $28 billion in market value.
And here's a quote. Social issues are creating a market downdraft for America's mainstay brands, just as Target, Anheuser-Busch, Kohl's, and their collective $28.7 billion lost in market value since the beginning of April. Why it matters. Fiercely contested cultural issues have always aroused political passions and held sway over electoral politics. Yet, corporate America is finding itself trapped between society's progressive impulses and the conservative backlash. Reaction and counteroffensive against all things woke mean companies can find themselves in the crosshairs anytime and they can't predict the fallout. Now, when I read that and saw the chart, the first thing I thought about was how this controversy would affect the recruitment industry. I'll explain after this.
Hey, Austin.
Bob, man, remember what it was like before ClickUp?
Yeah, it was a toxic environment.
This is all your fault, Bill.
Someone was always dropping the ball.
We were hitting walls left and right.
And management just added insult to injury.
And your breath stinks.
Yeah, things got hairy.
This isn't working!
And it all went downhill.
With all those fires to put out. It's a much better way to work.
Agreed.
There is a political divide in the country that is increasingly evident in the workplace. While labor management disputes have been common since the inception of corporations, the modern workplace debates are so much more than disputes over wages and working conditions. They have evolved into demands that companies meet the social political values of their workers, no matter the bottom line repercussions. Consider the following headlines.
250 Microsoft employees call on CEO to cancel police contracts and support defunding Seattle Police Department. Employees of Walmart in San Bruno hold hands during a moment of silence for victims of gun violence done in protest of the company's gun sales. 1,000 plus Googlers protested working with federal immigration agencies, claiming those agencies are committing human rights violations. Wayfair employees walk out after company sales to migrant children holding facility. We want action. Disney employees stage walkouts, demand more LGBTQ support.
Stories of employee activism are increasingly being regarded as the cost of doing business, especially among the larger enterprises. In 2018, Randstad US released survey results that illuminated just how much politics were affecting the workplace. Here are a few statistics from that report. Over half, 55%, have witnessed heated political discussions or arguments at work, and over a third, 38%, have been involved in them. 72% feel stressed or anxious when heated arguments occur, and 44% say such arguments impact their productivity. 55% say their thoughts and feelings about colleagues have changed after discovering their political beliefs. 43% have at least one colleague whose political views do not align with their own and have felt excluded at work as a result. 47% feel the need to hide their political beliefs in order to fit in with senior leaders. Now, has the political divide in America improved since 2018? No. Which is why the chart I showed earlier on how the public has been reacting to Pride Month made me think of recruiting. Actually, it brought these Randstad stats to mind. 58% of respondents would not interview at companies that publicly promoted political beliefs they did not support. However, 46% of employees say it's important for them to work for employers that take stands on controversial political issues. Quite a conundrum, isn't it? A company making a stand on a social issue would repel some candidates while simultaneously attracting others. But which candidate would have been the most qualified, available, interested, and affordable for the role that you are trying to fill today? How could you possibly know? You can't know. That being said, Maybe the best solution for your company is to remain neutral by not being overly vocal on a position and thereby risk reputational damage, and instead offer benefits that might appeal to opponents and proponent of whatever the latest social issue is. By giving employees a choice, the company insulates from brand damage. For example, today the issue is Pride Month, but not too long ago, reproductive rights were the focus of national conversation. How did companies walk the fine line then? Here are a few examples. Amazon. Amazon agreed to pay up to $4,000 in travel expenses for pregnancy termination and other non-life-threatening medical procedures. The benefit applies if the medical care is not available within 100 miles of an employee's home. Simultaneously, they offer infertility treatment coverage, infertility treatment specialists, and personalized support from a patient care advocate. Apple. Apple, via its health insurance provider, will cover travel and medical costs of employees who want to terminate a pregnancy. They also offer $20,000 worth of fertility treatments. Salesforce. Salesforce said they would relocate anyone concerned about getting reproductive care. They also give assistance with egg, embryo, and sperm freezing, IVF, and artificial insemination. Also, a $10,000 adoption reimbursement per child and a $10,000 surrogacy reimbursement. Tesla. Tesla announced in their 2021 impact report they had a program and insurance available, quote, that includes travel and lodging support for those who may need to seek healthcare services that are unavailable in their home state. In addition to that, they offer unlimited IVF coverage. Of course, not every company has the budget for such perks, and in those cases, a health savings account is how some companies chose to proceed. Companies contribute a certain amount, leaving the employees to spend on medical expenses as they see fit. This puts the choice of medical procedures at the discretion of the employee and not the employer. Plus, there are tax advantages. But hey, that's just one guy's opinion. What do you think your company should do when it comes to the next big social issue? Because there will be another one. Should your company stay neutral and safeguard the longevity of the enterprise and thereby help workers to provide for their families? Or should they take a principled stand that sparks social change that impacts the world, but might force you to make layoffs in the future and possibly shut your doors for good? Leave a comment below. Let's have a conversation about it. I want to hear from you.
Thank you so much for joining me today and for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel to stay updated with more exciting content. Your support means the world to me, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Stay awesome. Stroud out.